Hello students, in last class I have given you solution about the problems based on some logical concept. Now today on also two more problems we are going to discuss based on practical knowledge, and then after we are going to represent or we are going to state the reason for given inequality less than or greater than. In last class also I told to make arrangement of a graph and hope you have already arranged graph. So after this exercise whatever the question we are going to attend, please solve all the question in a graph paper. So let's start with the 24th question. It is quite similar to your last question, that was 23rd of exercise 6.1. Here in 24, what is the availability? Find all the pairs of consecutive even positive integers, both of which are larger than 5 and their sum is less than 23. So here we are having totally opposite case. First of all, with respect to the integers value, so here we suppose first let x be a positive even integer and its consecutive it will be x plus 2, and each number is greater than 5. So x is greater than 5 and x plus 3 is also greater than x plus 2 is also greater than 5, and then sum of these two means x plus 2 is less than 23. So we are having three inequalities to sort out the final answer form. Means pair of solution we have to find out which satisfy this given condition. So let's start with the assumption as let smaller even positive integer is x and its consecutive even positive number is x plus 2. So here the smaller one we have supposed as x and its consecutive even number we have taken as a x plus 2. Now in the question, what is the probability each number is greater than 5? So here we will take one relation, x is greater than 5 and at the same time x plus 2 is also greater than 5. Now this inequality is to be sorted out. This is already available as an inequality form. Now this will give you a solution as x 5 minus 2 means x is greater than 3. So here we are having two inequality as a basic one is x is greater than 5 and x is greater than 3. So this two we will discuss about the final answer form. Now what is the third inequality available? Sum of these two is less than 23. So here the second condition is sum of two consecutive positive number less than 23. So let's substitute these two positive number x and x plus 2 over here, and these are less than 23. It is to be sorted out, means it is 2x plus 2. This 2 you shift over there. So this is your 2x less than 21. Make it divide by 2, 21 by 2. So this will give you 10.5. Means you can say your x is less than 10.5. And here we are talking about the integer value. So you will talk about integer solution only. Means you can say that whatever the integer you are going to be select, it should be less than 10.5. Means integer 10 you can select as an answer form. Now we have to conclude about these two inequalities, and this one what we have evaluated here. Means what the number as x you are going to select, it should be greater than this criteria and less than this one. So first of all, we have to think about common solution about these two. So for that purpose, we use our real line concept. Now here, first of all, we were having these two. This is the 0. Negative quantity, about the negative we are not bothered about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 11 and afterwards positive infinite. Here it is 10.5. So first of all, we have to think about the common solution about x is greater than 3 and x is greater than 5. Means from here to here you can select a number, and then from here to here means 5 to positive infinite you can select your number. Here if you take the common solution in between, so this will give you the common solution, means you can select the number which are greater than 5. So this common solution first we will think about. Secondly, come to this inequality in which your x is less than 10.5. This is our 10.5. Less than means towards this direction you have to move. You are restricted at the 5 number only. So now as a common solution of these three, we are having that your number should lie in between 5 to this 10.5. So now we have to think about the x which satisfy our criteria, means which is a even number. So here you can see in between 5 to 10.5 we are having three number as a even positive integer. These are 6, 8 and 10. So for these three x value we will go for finding its consecutive value. So here set solution are x is equal to 6, x is equal to 8 and the third one we are having is a x is equal to 10. So for these three combination we can find out pair of solution. So for this x is equal to 6, x plus 2 will be, because it's consecutive we have to find out. So one pair of solution we are having 6, 8. For this 8 its consecutive means x plus 2 even number will be 10. So this will be the another pair of solution, and the last for x is equal to 10, x plus 2 will give you 12. So this is 10 and 12. This is a third pair of solution. So these are the three pair of solution which satisfy given criteria, means each even number is greater than 5 and sum of consecutive pair of even number is less than 23. So this way it is not necessary that every time you are having a two solution, as we have seen in the last class. It may be possible that more than two solution you may have regarding your x value. So this way you have to write down the final answer form. So here what is the main task is on basis of the first basic inequalities you find out the common solution and then find out the combined solution which suit to your last inequality, that is lesser than. So here greater than and lesser than, what the combined solution you are getting, that is to be write as a final solution form. So this way this type of practical problems are to be sought out. So next question also we are going to attend based on that type of question. And here the main task is to obtain the x range, and before that carefully define your inequalities as per the given relation form. Now we look at the next question, that is 25. Now here what the availability of the question? The longest side of a triangle is 3 times the shortest side and the third side is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. If the perimeter of the triangle is at least 61, then find out the minimum length of shortest side. So what our question is, we are having one triangle with 3 sides of different length. This you take A, this you take B, this you take C. Here the smallest one or the shortest side we consider as a X, and the longest side we consider as this BC one. So what is the relation in between the shortest and the longest is available? Your longest side of a triangle is 3 times of the shortest one. So this BC you can consider as a 3x. Now what about the third side it is being available? Your third side is a 2 centimeter less than the longest side, means 3x minus 2 will consider as a middle one, means this AC you can write as a 3x minus 2. Now perimeter of this triangle is at least 61, means minimum it is 61, maximum it can be anything. It depends upon the length of the side. So we have to find out what the least value of or what will be the minimum length of the shortest side. So here we define, let in triangle ABC, AB take as X shortest side, then this BC we take as a 3x longest side, and the AC, that is the third side, we can take as a 3x minus 2, that is a third side. So this way 3 sides we have defined for given triangle. Now perimeter of this triangle is greater than or equal to 61, at least means, so here we can say perimeter of triangle ABC is at least, means minimum it will be 61 or more than 61 also be, or at most whenever in any of the question that type of word is used, it means it can be maximum 61 or minimum. So at that time the reverse sign we will use. So here the perimeter of the triangle ABC is at least 61 or more than 61. Perimeter, that means what? Sum of these 3 sides. So here this is X, this is 3x, 3x minus 2 greater than or equal to 61. Now make them add, 3 and 3 6 and 1 7, 7x. This minus 2 you shift towards that side. So here 7x you will have as a 63. So x you will have as a 63 upon 7, means x is greater than or equal to 9. So here you can say the least value of the minimum length of the shortest side is x is equal to 9 centimeter. It may be more than 9. So here the answer you will write in a statement form, that is, therefore length of minimum length, you can say minimum length of shortest side in triangle ABC is 9 centimeter. So this way any of the side it can be asked, or any of the side you can evaluate on basis of this minimum length evaluated here. So this way practical based question may be asked to you. The last question is available to you, but for that last question inequality already given as a hint in the question, so you can try for that. Now the next thing we are going to start graphical solution of linear inequalities in a 2 variable. Up to now what the inequalities we were dealing, all were based on a single variable, means only x we were dealing, only x we were evaluating, answer also we were writing on a one variable system, and presentation also we have written on base of a single variable, means real line scale we have used to represent any of the inequality graphically. But when you are talking about a 2 variable system, means in x and y any of the constant is being linked with any of the inequality, so graphically it is to be represented as a normal line. and you have to shade a reason also as per the inequality available, lesser than or greater than. So let's start with the graphical presentation with help of some basic example, then I will move for a particular case. So the next point we are going to represent is a graphical solution of a linear inequality in a two variable. Now, how to represent a two variable system graphically, that we try to understand. Just for example, we are having one inequality as a x plus y less than or equal to 2. This is the inequality we have defined for our better understanding. Now first of all, this x plus y less than or equal to 2, you have to treat this equation as a linear equation, and I hope you are very clear about presentation of linear equation graphically. So points we have to find out on the axis, and then we will represent this line on a graph. Then the main task for us is what? As per this inequality sign less than or greater than, we have to shade the reason. Shade the reason is what? That also we will make you clear. So first of all, we just find out the boundary points for this given line. Boundary points means axis point. If you want to find more than 2 points, you can find it out. But whenever you will use or you will combine more than one inequality, so at that time it will be better to find out boundary points only. So easily you can handle the situation. So here 2 points we will evaluate. First of all, on x-axis, no need to write, just for your clearance I am writing, direct you can write it down. On x-axis, y coordinate we will take 0. So from here, x will come out as a 2. Y coordinate 0 means x is equal to 2. Secondly, on y-axis you will find, means on y-axis what is going to happen? X is equal to 0. So obviously the y will come out as a 2. So here the 2 points we have evaluated. First point is a 2, 0, whereas the another point is 0, 2. This point will be available on x-axis. This point will be available on y-axis. Now graphically represent these 2 points on this quadrant system. This is your x dash. You all are clear about this presentation. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Formally all we have to write. This is -1. This is also -1. No more point we are having. That's why this much I have written this required point. Now on x-axis the point is 2, 0. So obviously here you will locate this point 2, 0. Second point on y-axis we are having 0, 2. 0, 2 means here you will locate this point as another point on the y-axis. Now it depends upon this inequality sign that you have to make a dark line or a dash line. If equality sign is available along with the inequality, you can make a dark line to make this line represent graphically. So this way these are to be connect. Furthermore also it can be extended. We want only the nature of a line. Here this line is a x plus y is equal to 2. Now come to this inequality sign, means less than or equal to 2. Regarding the equality we have made this dark line. But with respect to this lesser than sign, here what will you do? You see, position of this line, on one half this 0 is situated, on another half various points are there. So this is the 0 point. You will check for verification that which side you have to shade. That means what? This horizon means 0, 0. You will substitute on left hand side. So what you are having? This 0 plus 0 means 0 it will come. So it is less than 2. It is true. Means 0 what you are getting, it is less quantity as compared to this 2. Means towards the 0 where this horizon is located, you have to make a shade. You can use the pencil to shade the region. So this is called the shading. Means which side this line is going to be diverted. So this less than sign will decide which side you will make the region shade. Suppose by chance in the same question, in place of this lesser than sign, we are having greater than sign. So here you see this 0 plus 0 is less than 0, not greater than 0. So in this condition this will be evaluated. So it is a false statement, means towards the 0 position we are not going to make shade. Its opposite side we will make the region shade. So this way you will decide about the shading region. Okay, after attending 2-3 question, it will be very clear to you that which side you have to make a region shade. Now one question we are going to attend in which no equality sign is being used or no greater than sign is being used. So here our question was this much. So this will be the presentation for inequality x plus y less than or equal to 2. Now one more example we are going to take which is based on this greater than, or it may be possible that you are dealing with a single variable only, means a straight line parallel to any of the axes. Now one more example we are going to take, that is, suppose we are having x plus 2y which is greater than or equal to 4, or here don't take even this sign also. Now this inequality we want to locate on a graph or make shake a region accordingly. Now first of all, let this will be a equation like this. Now first we will find out on x-axis y is equal to 0. So obviously x you will get as a 4. So your point is became 4, 0. Another one is on y-axis x became 0. So obviously the y you will get here. You see this is 2y is equal to 4. So y now you are getting as a 2. So point now you are having 0 and 2. In previous case no multiple of y it was written. So as such we have written the answer form. Now these two are to be located on a graph. This is horizon x, y, x dash and y dash. Now here 4 is the maximum. So till 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. This is 1, 2, 3. Somewhat negative also we can write. Now they present these 2 points on a graph. 4, 0 means here it will be located on x-axis. This is your 4, 0. Another it is 0, 2. Now make them join. Now here you see no equality sign is written in between these two relationship. So here you will make a dash line to join these 2 points or represent this line this way. Now which side we have to shade? So here you see your equation is this one. I told you to check for origin position. So here 0, 0 you substitute. 0 plus 0 which is not greater than 5. It is a true statement, means this 0, 0 not going to satisfy this inequality. That means opposite side you have to make a region shade. So this way you will take place the shading of the region when opposite side you are having with respect to the origin. So this is the second category what you have to discuss. Now we discuss here the third category in which only single variable is available to represent any of the line and reason regarding that. Suppose we are having one line as a standard one as a x is less than 2. Suppose this is the third example what I would like to introduce you. Suppose x we are having less than 2. Normally we are having x is equal to 2. We can represent this line on a graph as a line which is perpendicular to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. So first of all, represent this line on a graph. For that no need to find out any of the required point. So this is your basic 1, 2, 3. This way you are having x, x dash, y and y dash. This is your minus 1, 2, minus 1 like that. X is equal to 2 means here you will have a line. Now x is less than 2. You see this side we are having number on the x-axis which are carrying the value which is less than 2. Means just you look at the left or right towards this line which satisfy your inequality, that side only you make your reason shade. Or here you can say the 0, 0 also you can make sure about the selection of the side. So here 0 is situated. 0 is less than 2 means towards the 0 side you have to make a reason shade. So this way your shading will be. Now it's reverse order you may also have. Suppose you are having y which is greater than minus 1. Suppose this way we are having the inequality. So how it is to be shaded? This is the origin, x, x dash, y and y dash. Now line is what? Y is equal to minus 1. So this is your minus 1, minus 2. This is plus 1, plus 2. This is 1, 2 like that. This is minus 1, minus 2. Y is equal to minus 1. That means here you have to make a line shade. So here we can take a equality also. So this will give you a dark line. This is the line. Y is equal to 1. Now greater than minus 1. Greater than minus 1 means towards origin you have to make your reason shade. So whatever the values you are going to be concerned, it should be greater than minus 1 on a y-axis. So you can see above this or upper half to this line which is we have located as the y is equal to 1, you have to y is equal to minus 1, sorry. So you have to make this upper part shade. So hope you will be clear about shading of the line towards the origin, above the origin, below the origin as per the inequality available to us. So now we have to discuss about the present graphical solution of linear inequality with the two variable. So we can start now our exercise in which various type of combinations are available based on the inequality. So here 2-3 points we have to keep our mind while solving this type of question. So I am going to repeat that point so you will be very clear about presentation of a linear inequality on a graph. First thing is you just look at the variable, in which variable your equation is available, means if it is available with a single variable x or y, so only the straight line you will have perpendicular or parallel to any of the axis. Secondly, if inequality is available with the two variable system with the inequality sign, so at that time you will find out their boundary points. Boundary points means what? Axis point you can say, means on x-axis and y-axis where this line is going to be intersect. In the beginning you just make a habit or generate an habit to find out axis point only, because afterwards if you are going to make a more than two solution, it will be quite difficult to handle the situation when we are dealing with the more than one inequality. So find out their axis point, make them join. If equal sign is available, make them join with a dark line. If only inequality less than greater than sign is available, make them join with a dash line. So these are the basic thing keep in your mind while attending such type of graphical presentation. So in next class we will continue with the same topic. Till then you try to understand the basic concept of a graphical presentation. Thank you.